Goodness comes and evil goes. Kimungo.
Kimungo Ukombozi, Kimungo Ukombozi, Kimungo Ukombozi, divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that that will bring for African people wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth. Karibu, welcome. My name is Kwende, and today we're going to get into another important subject, and that subject is Organize for Liberty. African souls in an interrupted or disrupted state surely need to lift themselves through self-determined efforts so that they can fully flourish. At the core of any such effort are the key components of the African masculine man and the African feminine woman, both of which ought to flourish in rightful order, and creating units where they can flourish in rightful order is surely an imperative. So organize for African liberty and lift the self as best as it is possible to do, given time, space, circumstance, and whatever particular dynamics are there to work with, so that those key components can be the natural core force of rising and can actually come together to establish African male-female union of harmonious complementarity. Those two components must be realized, and self-knowingness is key in that. So organize for liberty, and that mission also entails efforts to safeguard the self from alien imposition. That could be the alien imposition of misandry. It could be the alien imposition of misogyny. It could be the alien imposition of feminism. It could be the alien imposition of a thrust for a gynocracy, all of which are anathema to African liberty. So with that, let us move to the portion of the program that is entitled Quotation Vibration. The quotation for today comes from this important DVD film. It's called From the Ill of Urban to the Glory of Uran, Journey of Kua. Kua is a Kiswahili word meaning growth. Uran is an acronym for Universal Royal African Nation, and that is an organ established for the thrust of liberty through spiritual and cultural rootedness. And this is a production produced by these hands. In it, there's a quotation, very brief one, that I want to share with you. And it is this: the rebirth, the rejuvenation, the revitalization, the restoration of spirit foretold has deep residency in every African soul. And that quotation comes from that film, and it has very important relevance to the discussion of today, because restoration and rejuvenation is something that only African people can do for themselves. Restoring the African masculine manhood that is fabric of African life and safeguarding it. Restoring the African feminine womanhood that is fabric of African life and safeguarding it. And the establishment of the harmonious and complementary union between the two, however best that is possible to do in whatever particular space and circumstance the African happens to be in. So with that food for thought, and surely it is food for thought, Kimunga Ukumbozi, Kimunga Ukumbozi, Kimunga Ukumbozi, divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that that will bring for African people wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth.
The sun who has returned home, for Africans back on top. The sun who has returned home, for Africans back on top. The sun who has returned home, for Africans back on top. The sun who has returned home, for Africans back on top. The sun who has returned home, for Africans back on top. The sun who has returned home, for Africans back on top. The sun who has returned home, for Africans back on top.